Hey guys, she's all built up. Got all my electronics in. I've even taken a little test run and I'm loving how it rides. So smooth. Should have bought this thing a long time ago. But actually it would have cost me more. So, sometimes good things come to those who wait. So just checking it out. I got my Hobby Wing knockoff. Of course, it's the red cat. I don't know if you can see the symbol in there. Yeah, well, not because I got my zip tie on it. That's just my rule. I throw a zip tie around any ESC. Even if I got the tape on it, I throw a zip tie on it. And you see my soldering job for had to put my 6.5 leads on there on this thing. Got that done. Got my Racer Star motor in here with my 16 tooth pinion. And this thing I rode it yesterday. It was about 71, 72 degrees. Kind of a cool day, but I didn't get to 100 degrees on this thing, ESC or motor. I think I was riding, it's well under geared. But I don't really care because the thing is, I want it to run cool for as long as possible. You know, the cooler your electronics run, the longer they last, the better they perform. So I might hang out under geared. No, I didn't change my plugs because I'm running two 2S lipos. These are go bats, Like I said, it's all about, for me with the hobby, it's about getting as much bang for my buck as I can. I don't see the point in spending a whole bunch of money. I'm gonna plug this thing up, my receiver up. I got my car plugged up and see if I can get this receiver plugged in with one hand. Transmitter. Said receiver, my fault. Transmitter plugged in with one hand. This is no fun. Because who plugs things in with one hand? If God had meant for us to do things one-handed, we'd have all been born with one hand. No problem to those, no disrespect to those who were born that way and are working with that. I actually admire you because some of you can do things that we just can't do. And it's truly amazing in my mind. Anyway, I'm gonna get off on a tangent on that. Let me just start her up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're good. I don't know how I'm gonna gun this thing on this. I hope it stays. Hope it don't ride off. Look at that power. And I'm just goosing it because I'm trying to film. And I don't want to just, as you see, every time I goose it, it inches forward a little bit. So I ain't gonna just keep goosing it. I don't have any way to hold it and film. I'm not good at being the one-handed filming like a lot of guys can do. I'm gonna try my best here to do it. See, my transmitter's in the way. How you guys do this, I'll never know. People are amazing. Some people are just simply amazing. What they can do with one hand that some of us struggle to do with two. I'm gonna try to hold it still. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it under geared because I feel like that is plenty of power. Some folks might be like, go for broke. And we actually don't want to go for broke because we don't want it broke. We want it to stay in one piece for as long as we can. I'm not the hardcore basher that can send it because I don't have ramps and stuff like that built. I'll get around to that in time, but for now, we gonna leave it just like it is. Now all I gotta do, guys, is find myself a nice body settle on that. I've looked at a few, but I just haven't settled on one yet. And then I got to pick out some paint. But I did, like I said yesterday, took it for a test run. This thing's running amazingly cool. It is November, so I got to take that and keep that in mind. But for what it is right now, it's running incredibly cool. That 16-tooth pinion is the sweet spot, I think, for this Racer Star motor. Racer Star motors run cool anyway. I got one that I've had for several years over here in the 8E. I've been running that thing for several years in that Earthquake 8E. I mean, it's seen a few different cars. You know, I've had it in some different cars. It started out as a Caldera. This guy started out as a Caldera. Then it began to morph, and I put the Racer Star in the Caldera, and it was running really sweet. But then, of course, as we always do, more power, more power. And then, you know, you can't really fit a 4S in a Caldera with any kind of, consistency. So that's why I ended up getting I found this as an aftershock. But, the chassis for the aftershock, the chassis for the backdraft, the chassis for the Earthquake, they're all the same. Way to go, Red Cat. They know how to stretch $1. So now it's basically, you could still say you can say it's an Earthquake because the gearing is Earthquake gearing. I have the metal 49-tooth pinion, and I'm running a 15-tooth. I'll show you guys this thing running one day. When my wife is out running around, I'll try to get some video of that, as well as some video of my Kaiju. But this thing is a beast. I really enjoyed the little time that I spent with it yesterday. No rollover whatsoever. I mean, it's too wide. How can you roll this thing over? Look at the stance on this thing. How are you going to roll it over? I mean, it does, because of the tires. Folks have said when you put these Kaiju tires on here and you get that offset, it does affect the steering a little bit. And it's true, it affects it a little bit. But once you kind of get used to it, you can make those corners you want to make, those tight corners, because with those, the sway bars on this thing, with the sway bars on this thing, you're gonna get some nice push around on the back end. You're gonna get some nice push around on the back end. Look at this guy. Got my little short antenna on here. Got my my receiver, in a balloon inside the box. Everything's nice and neat, buttoned up. Got my 35 kilogram servo in here, waterproof. It's nice and quick. We ain't gonna have no problem. It's nice and quick. Even on the ground, we get some nice response. It's an Amazon acquisition. So, and I guess I'm gonna calculate up the cost to build this monster when I get done. And of course, I got some other things to show you. It's some old school stuff. I know guys who fly quads know what those are. And of course, I got my mini collection here. Got my Ishing. Got my HBX. Got my WL toys. No, I can't think of the numbers right now. But you guys who are fans of HBX, and this is an HBX acquisition. They did it first. And then Ishing. And of course, this is also compatible with another Red Cat model. Of course, the Volcano 16 scale model. But this Volcano 16 does not come brushless, and this one did, so that was a no-brainer for me. I love brushless. This one's converted. I'm not gonna get too far into those. It's about this guy here. I'm starting to ramble. So sorry about that. Get a little excited sometimes when I'm talking about my RCs. But this guy is definitely ready to go. You know, and the build was smooth. I can't wait till I finally settle on a body and some paint. I'm thinking green. I'm really thinking green. I'm thinking green. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this. Just wanted to show you guys this. I'll probably get a running video up soon. Because, you know, I can definitely not drive and film because I don't have, you know, the apparatus to do that. So I'm going to probably get my wife to help me out with that one. At any rate, you guys, this is TKS Hobby. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got more stuff coming up, more content, some different subjects. RC is not everything that I do. If you've checked out my page, if you are a subscriber, if you've checked out my channel, you see I do a few things with sculpture, foil sculpture. Do some things with different parts of, you know, you get a action figure that is in pieces. I can take those pieces and make it into something new and wonderful. At any rate, yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe. This is TKS Hobby signing out.